Alright, so this here is my Motormax 1/18 scale 2001 BMW X5, and I gotta say, this is a really nice model. Pardon me. So first off, I want to get to the colors. So yeah, the colors are, so the body colors maroon or burgundy, and then you can see it's got all the pearls in it, that blue, pink, yellow, green, orange, purple, and red, and silver. So it's definitely got a lot of pearls in it, and this is just such a gorgeous model. Gorgeous paint job. Just look at that metallic, how nice it is. Now, considering how nice of a model this is, this thing unfortunately attracts fingerprints like a magnet with iron. So, now to the interior. So, as you can see, the dashboard there is cream with pearl cream with black trim. The flooring, which is just plastic, is an off-white color. The seats, I want to go with maybe like a very light beige. But either way, still such a gorgeous model. And before I shut the door, check this out. So, you can even fold out the mirrors, and you can even fold them in, like, you get pretty good reflection from the mirrors too if you keep them clean. Like, you can see my finger in the mirror too. But you can shut the mirrors too, which is just nice. I don't think I have any other model that does that. And yes, both doors do open. Unfortunately, the back don't open, as you can see. But the good news is, and you gotta be careful with these roof rails too, because I already accidentally broke one. Literally right after I took it out of the box, which I was a little disappointed. So, if you own this model, be very mindful of the roof racks, because they will snap easily. Oh my goodness, and this thing's heavy too. Like, this thing's like 3 pounds. Compared to this thing's like, well, this thing's pretty heavy too. I think they're actually the same weight. Nope, this is heavier. The Beamer is heavier. And then, I will say, I'm not 100% sure, but that license plate, I think, is from Germany, somewhere in Europe. Because everywhere in Europe, they have these thin, long license plates. However, here in the United States, they got these rectangular license plates. I believe they're 12 by 6 inch, but these gotta be like 3 by 24 inch or 6 by 24 inch in real life. This is obviously nowhere near that. This is like a fifth of an inch to 1 inch. But either ways, look, and the hood does open, stays open pretty nicely, considering this model is only a few hours old. Just took it out of its package earlier today. And then you can see back there the radiator fan. You got somewhere in there's the battery. I think I found it. So that might be the battery there. Not 100% sure, but look, there's the engine over there. and other miscellaneous parts. Nothing, no special whole plastic under the hood. Really nice chrome on the grills there. BMW logo. It's even raised like real life. Fog lights. Are those painted on? Fog lights are painted on, but is what it is. Headlight design. Really nice. There is a peg in there, but you can barely see it. And then it's even got side turn signals, which I don't think I need to do a Sharpie on, like how I had to with my Lexus LS400 from also from Motormax. And this thing has really good steering, almost full steering. Really nice rubber tires. And then now to the back, which the back's really cool because it's got the textured window like the real one has in real life. It's even got some trim, which I'm not 100% sure if you can tell or not, but it is plastic, but it's still a good model. Got a wiper blade. I'd be careful of that because that can snap off easy as well. Brake lights. I also don't think I need to do any customizing with a Sharpie anywhere for the turn signal. And then there are quite a few pegs, which is a little bit distracting, but not distracting to the point where I don't like it. Another license plate from somewhere in Europe, and then you got the BMW logo there, and then the X5 right there, and then there's something really cool about this model too. So, normally on these 1/18 scale models, you'd get a trunk that would just open all by itself like this. The whole trunk comes by itself, but this one here is pretty nifty. So you gotta open this part, and then this part here you gotta open too, which is pretty cool because it's kind of like a tailgate. And then you can see, like, I'm sure in real life it has the same design with the texturing, but that is actually a really nice texture. Gorgeous texturing. Probably a lot of room for cargo back there in the real life car because I can probably fit a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels car in here. Or I can fit a couple of those in here. I'd be surprised though if a whole couch would fit here in real life. Well, you could actually put a couch in here, a very small one though. But to close this back up, it's really easy. You just gotta pull up and then shut the trunk. But one of the downsides is this thing has zero suspension. And this is two row seats. You got the center console back there. Amazing transparency with the windows. You can see the cream there, cream paint on the center console there. This is the part where I have to be really careful. I'm going to show the bottom of this. I'm going to very carefully set it on its side, like that. Alright, and then you got the bottom. So you can see the suspension components. Like you got somewhere in there, I believe that right there is a tie rod. And then there might be the axle shaft. That might be from the factory, yeah, it has to be from the factory. Oh, whoa. See? Here, I'm gonna... There we go. I got it against this so it ain't going... Yeah, that ain't going nowhere. And then you got everything here. Exhaust system. Coming out of there. Look. I mean, you got this, not the suspension. You got the transmission right there. The exhaust. I believe that might be those are the filters, I think. No, those have to be the catalytic converters. Yeah, I think that's the catalytic converter. And then the transmission, and then the gearbox. No, that's actually the transmission. That's the gearbox. And then you got the aluminum heat shields for extra protection. And then there's the muffler. That'll keep your entire ride quiet. And then, once again, in the rear, you got your suspension. You got the differential there. Other suspension component, which I don't even know if that's even on that well. May have to be tightened. But anyways, you got chrome throughout the whole exhaust system. And coming out of there. And then there's even some black trim to go with the Burgundy, which I think really looks amazing. And then it'll say here, scale 1/18 BMW X5. It doesn't say anywhere Motormax though. But it is a Motormax model. Still really gorgeous looking though either way. The steering wheel even turns. Let's see if I can open everything. There we go. There we go. Now you can really see it. I bet you if you left that open without a windshield, you'd probably get good airflow coming out of that. But you get a little drag from this though, because it's pointed upward instead of straight or smooth or flat or whatever. But either way, I'm gonna end this video because I have a certain time limit of 15 minutes of recording time. But this rolls really nicely, but I'm gonna end right now.